this is Judy Lee, and I'm here with Christine Hull. So this is our third episode of the Tasting Table, and I'm so happy to have Christine here. So Christine, I know everybody knows who you are, but just tell them a little bit about yourself.
Sure. For my home life, I'm mom of three. We're a hockey family, we're a soccer family, we're a baseball family, and we are in the midst of a brand new hockey season. So we're very busy on the weekends. For my business life, I kind of do a few different things. I'm a social media trainer, a social media manager, and the founder of the MAWB network for business women in Mississauga, as well as the founder of the 100 Women Who Care Mississauga chapter.
Yes.
So just a few things.
So she's very busy, very busy. So thank you for coming out here and to my new house. And we are going to demonstrate soups today. So because the weather's getting cold, so it's always nice to have that soup, a warm bowl of soup. So today we're going to be doing a sweet potato and carrot soup, and the other one we're doing is a watercress soup. So one we will do over by the Pampered Chef Deluxe cooking blender, and then we put it way over there because it kind of gets a little noisy, so we're going to have to bring the camera over. And then the other soup we're doing is the watercress soup, which I will do here with Christine on the stove. So let's get started. Okay, so you go over there. I'm going to go grab the camera and come over to see you. Okay, so here we are. Christine's over at the blender.
Do you want to take this off for me, Judy?
Yeah. Okay, so it's very simple. You just do this.
It was locked.
Yes. Yeah, so you just lift that.
She was trying to trick me already, you guys.
We have to turn it on. Let me just, can I do this one? Okay. So this is the sweet potato carrot soup, which I love making. So we're going to start with liquids. So 2.5 cups of, vegetable or chicken stock, whatever you have. So start with the liquids. Then I chopped up, seasonings. That's right. So I added, so you can do whatever you like, but I like adding like a teaspoon of curry powder because I just like that warmth it gives. And there's also some, I put actually the Epicure Nourish broth in there because it's got all this good stuff. And also salt and pepper. If you want to put paprika, if you want to put just whatever seasonings you like. So now we have onions and garlic. So I just chop up one onion, and I think there's 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, now the vegetables. So okay, that's the apple.
Do you want this in next, or do you want your
I'll put that on top, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so I chopped up about 3 small carrots, and then there's like about 1 large sweet potato and a half of a sweet potato. So approximately 4 cups of vegetables. Okay.
All of these orange veggies are so good for us.
Oh, I know. And this is a cooking blender, so it's actually going to heat it up too. So you don't have to put it in your pot and then put it into a blender like in the old days. This actually does it all.
Oh, I love the sounds of that, Judy. Only the least amount of work afterwards, right? The dishes and the cleanup. Sorry, I'm taking a while.
Well, it's okay. So usually it's about 4 cups of vegetables. So I think we're kind of getting to the top there.
Should I leave these out?
Yeah, I think so. I think we don't need that. It was a pretty big sweet potato. And just throw a couple of the apples in. We don't even have to use apples. That's just me. I just like putting apples.
Oh, I love it.
Because it kind of sweetens it up a little bit. And you can also add a dollop of honey if you want, just to have that sweet and savory as well as spicy, from the what was it? Oh, curry. Curry powder.
Can I hold that and then you can go ahead and demonstrate how to get this started?
Okay.
So I'm just going to come around the other side.
Okay, so here we go.
All right.
So bear with us. Okay, so now that this is up in here, I'm going to put this on, and it will not work unless it's locked in. So you hear that noise. So then when you look at the dial here, you can turn it to, so there's like smoothie, alternate milk. It can make peanut butter. I'm going to turn it to soup. So that's where it is right now. So soup, and then you just press the button. Now it's going to beep a little bit. Then it's going to whirl a little bit. Then it'll stop. See? And then it'll pulse a little bit. Then it'll stop. And then it also starts heating up. So don't touch this later. Like right now I can touch it, but it will get hot. So we're going to leave that for a while. It will be approximately 30 minutes before the soup is completely done. So we will walk over to the...
And I'll put the camera back.
Yeah, put the camera back. Thank you. And we're going to start with the watercress soup while the other one's going on in the background. We're just trying to leave it back there so that it's not going to drown us out when we're talking. So anyway, so we're going to do watercress. This is another favorite of my family. And again, getting your kids to eat green vegetables, oh my gosh, like wait till you try this. Now, one of the things I have to tell you is I got 2 bunches of watercress. I washed it several times and rinsed it. Then what you do is you got to make sure you take the stems out. Like you can eat it with stems, it's fine.
Is it bitter with the stems?
It is.
Yeah.
So I would rather get rid of it. So you could either cut it. Oh, I'm just going to grab that scissors here. Okay. This is the Pampered Chef
Kitchen shears?
Yes, they're great. So you can take this and just, you can do it either way. You can cut it and take the stems off, or the other way is, it might be faster, is I just grab this and I pull all the leaves and I just grab the stems and drop it into this. I have a bowl down here. So that's what we're going to do. So in the meantime, Christine is going to chop up an onion and a potato and some, I guess 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Just crush it, and we're going to put it over here in the pot.
Okay. So, Judy, would you like to move over to continue with this? And then I can peel the potato in the dish that we have here. Awesome.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep pulling stems off.
Okay.
And honestly, if you haven't had watercress before, watercress, it's got so much nutrients. And I mean, look how green it is. And it's such a heartwarming kind of soup to have in the winter. Now, the Chinese actually make watercress soup without pulverizing it. They actually make the soup with all the stems and everything in it. And they put like pork and they put like just different vegetables. But the way I've been making it, I've been using my immersion blender. Now, I know Pampered Chef just came out with a brand new multi-flex. It's an immersion blender, it's a food processor, and as well as, there's one more thing, oh my gosh, 3 things. The food processor, the immersion blender, and the mixer. So it's got the mixer. I don't have that yet, so I'm going to be using my old one, but I will get that.
Not that it's old, it looks pretty new still, but yeah.
So I use it a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on, once you get your vegetables done, we're going to start frying up the onions and the garlic. Yeah, and then we're gonna put like about 3 cups of the you could do chicken broth or vegetable broth again, and then we just throw in all these leaves and we just let it like cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until to make sure the potatoes are cooked, and then I will take the blender and I just whirl it up. And it's like this creamy soup. I also use some of the coconut milk as well, which gives it a really nice, bright taste. It's just amazing. And then, of course, with the seasonings, I love putting like cumin or curry powder, just because it just makes it like it makes it warm. Like it warms up your body for some reason. But I don't put it so that it's spicy and it burns your tongue. It's not meant to be a spicy soup. But I just like that little hint of hotness, I guess, just a little. So
I'm so glad that Judy asked me to be on her show during the soup episode, because I have been making soups with my middle son, my 12-year-old, for the past few weeks, inspired by somebody else, and I'm just loving it. Yeah. One of the things that I love about making soup compared to baking is that Judy says, oh, just add a dash of this and a dash of that. But you can't do that when you're baking.
Yeah, that's true. Baking is a science and you have to be precise. But you know what's great, Christine, is you're doing it with your kids.
Yes.
I have to tell you, my boys are soup boys. They love soup because I've been making soups forever. And now, I mean, they're adults now, but they still love their green vegetables in their soups. So I remember people used to say to us, how did you get your boys to eat green vegetables? You know what? I didn't really give them a choice. I just
Well, I think as well when kids are involved in the process,
yes,
and they understand and they see how it works.
Exactly.
I know someone commented oh, your kids are for sure going to be in the culinary field. And really, that's not my goal. My goal was to spend time with my middle son and to teach him what I feel are extremely important life skills.
Exactly, right? Because you don't want them to go out in the world and not be able to cook, and then they kind of buy, McDonald's every night or something like that.
Exactly. Fast food is expensive.
Oh,
and I always tell my kids, it's not filling you. It's not feeding your body what it needs, right?
Exactly. So, anyways, I guess what I'll also mention too is with the Pampered Chef products, it just makes your life easier. And as Christine was just mentioning to me, I don't have a garlic press, surprisingly. And so she's going to have to smash the garlic and chop it.
So that's another thing. My kids love working in the kitchen because of all the tools I have. I have some the food chopper. My son loves smashing that.
I have the food chopper.
Oh, I'd love to use it, please.
Oh, okay, because I have it. My goodness, I don't have the new one. The new they have this new food processor, a manual food processor, which I've got my eye on. So this is the old one for I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I've had mine for about 10 years and I love it. The
Is it
kids
this one?
love it. It's this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love this one, but they do have a better one now. Well, I think it's better, but I don't know. I don't have it, so it's a newer one. Yeah.
Yes, and you know what I think everyone should get if you have any foodies in your family, anyone who loves to cook, anyone who loves to eat, especially if they love garlic, Judy, hook them up with the garlic press. It is so easy to use, and you don't have to peel it. The Pampered Chef garlic press, you just put the whole garlic in there, and it just cleans it off for you. You don't have to touch it and get garlic fingers. So those are my 2 recommendations.
Okay, well, and I'm sure you've heard this story before, but my husband keeps saying to me, why did it take me so long to buy that can opener? Because I thought it's a can opener. I didn't think it was going to be any big deal, but it is. It's a big deal. And in fact, I'm going to show you, because I know there are some people who've bought this and don't know how it works. So we are going to...
Is this to your satisfaction?
Yes, that's great.
Can you see? I don't know how you can see, how well you can see, but I mean, look how amazing. It just, a couple of...
I can smell the garlic. It's so nice.
And if you're having a bad day, bring out your garlic chopper. I mean, you're...
So I'm going to just do this can thing here for you. So it's really simple. It's not from the top, it's to the side. So you just have to put it, I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me just see. So I got to look over this camera. Okay, so you just put it here, and then you just start turning it. So you have to kind of put it there, and as you're turning it, it starts to go around the edge. So it's not on top of the can, it's at the side of the can. And that's where people kind of get confused, because we've been brainwashed to think that you have to open up the can from the top. So after you do this, there's like this little, I don't know what this is called, but you can just grab it.
Teeth, I guess.
Little teeth, and it just pulls right off. See how amazing that is? And there's the can opened already. So this is, and it's so easy because it doesn't hurt my hands, because my other can opener used to have to go back and forth and over the hump, and then little bits of shard would fall into the soup, and then you have to kind of spoon it out. This is like a smooth edge here, so this is great. Anyways,
so I put the garlic in the pot. I'm going to use the chopper to do the onion as well. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on, put a little oil.
I'll squeeze in here beside you and drop some of these as I get them chopped.
Oh, it smells really good. Taking these stems off. There's a lot of them, but as I said, it's okay if you have them too. It's not the end of the world, but it's just that if you want it to be less bitter, then you get rid of the stems. Okay, so Christine, tell us some of the things that are coming up.
Are you talking about some of the activities that I'm working on?
Yeah, you're so busy. You've got stuff going on.
Well, I'd love to tell you about the 100 Women Who Care.
Yeah.
In case you haven't heard of it, and I think you have, but maybe some of your listeners haven't.
Okay.
The idea is that 100 women get together 3 times per year for a 1-hour meeting, and we hear from local charities in need. And at the end of the 1 hour, we've heard them share what their most immediate need is. and we vote on who we feel deserves our collective donation.
So it's
and
like a pitch, like they pitch.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
oh,
right.
okay.
They share with us for 5 minutes what their eminent need is right now. So it's winter. Maybe they need toques and hats. Maybe they need bedding. Maybe they need food. And then once we hear them out, we then individually we vote.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, the charity who has the most votes earns the collective donation of $10,000.
Wow, that's amazing. It's a great cause. I'm just going to turn this around because I just realized we can't see the stove very well. And also I was over there doing the greens and it wasn't showing up. I just realized we kind of had it off a little bit. But that's okay. So anyways, yeah, so when is that happening?
So we do it 3 times per year. Our next, what we call Giving Circle meeting, is being held on December the 8th. We just went through the nomination stage. We have 13 nominations.
Mm-hmm.
So we will vet the charities to make sure they're fully legitimate and they're supporting Mississauga residents.
Okay.
And then we will, on December the 8th, hear from 3 of them. We actually, once they're vetted, we randomly select.
Okay.
3 charities, yeah.
So is this a virtual event or an in-person?
We're doing a hybrid actually,
Oh,
so it will be virtual for those who are still not comfortable coming out,
Mm.
and then for those who would like to meet in person, we are doing it at the Aaron Center Community Center in
Aaron-
Mississauga.
Aaron Center.
Yes.
Aaron Dale or Aaron?
No, it's
Aaron Meadows?
maybe it is Aaron Meadows.
Oh, okay.
I can share the exact address.
Okay, please do. Yeah, and also, you know, when I post this video, it's going to be up on my YouTube as well as my blog, and so I'll put all that information there too.
That's great.
In the write-up, so in the description, I guess. Yeah. So you just have to saute. Is it on too high? You can turn it down a bit. So we just saute the vegetables a bit, and then we're going to pour in the liquids. Okay.
And how much would you like?
Usually I do like a whole box of the broth is usually 3 cups. So I thought we could just put that in as well as the rest of this leftover one from the.
So what are you doing? About 4 cups then?
Yeah, it's about 4 cups. Yeah. We love the soup so much, so yeah, the more soup the better.
Well, I've never had this one, so I'm really excited to try it.
Okay, great. And and I forgot to get the ginger out.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I love ginger in almost everything. Like I'm just a ginger girl, so I just really put it in a lot of stuff. My cooking, my soups, yeah. So let me just go get you the ginger so you can chop that up a bit. And don't forget, you don't have to chop it up too finely because we are going to be pulverizing it with the blender.
It's so easy with the food chopper though.
Yeah,
You forget how small you're chopping it because the chopper just works away.
And also, I guess you can hide all kinds of vegetables in here too. Like I have some broccoli. We can throw some broccoli in there. So if you have kids who don't eat broccoli, well, they probably wouldn't eat watercress either. But honestly, when it comes out, it doesn't look so green. Mm-hmm. So here's some ginger. So you just have to cut like, I don't know, just a little chunk.
Do you want me to peel that?
Yeah, I usually peel, and then I just throw the whole.
Do you have a smaller paring knife that I can use?
Yes,
to do that?
do.
She's really putting me to work here today.
Oh my gosh, here's the Pepper Chef coated knife. I love that.
I'm sorry, so what were you thinking? Is this too much?
Well, it
Just
depends.
enough?
Do you like ginger? Like, are you a ginger person?
Does your family like ginger?
We love ginger,
Okay.
so yeah, that's fine. So yeah, maybe just like usually like an inch or even half an inch. Depends on how much you like ginger. And you know, it's not like it's going to be overpowering. It's not so strong that you won't, because there's other flavors that we're putting in there.
Oh, it smells so good. The ginger?
Oh, I know, I love ginger. And so I'm going to start putting some spices in there too. So usually what I do is I will put at least a teaspoon or 2 of curry powder. I just love curry powder, but again, not so that it's spicy, just for the taste.
May I go ahead and put the ginger in?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And I put turmeric in because I've been reading some amazing things about turmeric and how good it is for you. So then, you know, I just put some pepper,
So funny story, I had a facial yesterday and it was a turmeric facial.
Yeah. You put it on your face? So what, do I just sprinkle it on my face?
You'll have to ask Mariana exactly how she does it, but
well, I've heard
it was glorious.
Really great benefits for eating or drinking turmeric. So I've been sort of adding it to smoothies and honestly, you don't really taste it. I mean,
and I've heard it's super for inflammation, helping reduce or eliminate inflammation, right?
Inflammation.
I'm sure there's a bunch of other benefits.
So I just put a little bit of paprika. I mean, you don't have to. I just happen to have it. There's chili powder if you want. I didn't put it in this time. So turmeric, garlic powder. Not garlic powder. This is curry powder. You can put garlic as well. Yeah. So it's whatever you like. It's up to you. So we've got all the vegetables in there now. Oh, the potatoes. Okay.
Should I add the potatoes now?
Yeah. Yeah, because they need at least 15 minutes to kind of soften.
And then once we add them in, will we be turning it up a bit, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I'll turn it up and then let it boil, and then we turn it down to simmer for a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Is that enough potato, do you think? Yeah. Oh, and then I'm going to put a little bit of coconut milk as well, but I usually add that at the end. So after it boils up and then once we're simmering and then just before we serve, I like to add some coconut milk in. Okay. So I think we're good. Oh, see, I thought we were good and here I find this big stalk here. So yeah, just make sure all the oops, I threw the wrong one in. Make sure all the stems are taken off. And let me see here. And we don't have to put this in right away either because, you know, it's really the potatoes that we need to make sure it softens, you know. Do you want me to put any broccoli in there or think it's, I don't know. Do you want some broccoli? Because I do have some, but.
I'm actually liking the sound of the ingredients just as is.
Okay.
I'd love to taste it naked.
Okay. You can taste this naked. See, it's just that over the years, I just used to throw in vegetables just to hide them from the kids.
So I was saying that this month in November, my son and I were making soup. Mm-hmm. So every Saturday we make soup. And last week I was asking, what should we make? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, look at all this leftovers I have in the fridge. So we ended up doing all the leftovers in the fridge.
Oh, yeah. So what did you make?
Well, it was pork. Uh-huh. We had pork leftovers, we had potato leftovers. And then, of course, we had onions and carrots and celery. Yeah. It was delicious.
You can make such a great vegetable soup with just chunks. Like, I know I'm kind of doing the whole, like, you know, making it all smooth and all that, but you can do chunky soups, too. Like, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's great. So, tell me some of the soups that you guys have made. Then.
We did the sweet potato.
Oh, you did just sweet potato?
We did. Okay. So, like you, we added the dollop of sour cream.
Yeah.
And, but I didn't add any, what I could have done was add a little bit of, and then we did, not breadcrumbs. Yeah, breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then you were suggesting that when this soup is done, you're going to add in a little bit of honey. Would have been nice to just put a little swirl of honey on top.
The honey actually helps cut, well, with mine, because it's a little bit spicy, the honey just helps. But I also add things like, let's see. Oh, with my air fryer, I put some pita bread in there and I toasted them up or air fried them. So you can sprinkle some of the toasted pita. Now, I went to the grocery store, the Asian store, and this is some kind of Indian treat that's like, I don't know, it's kind of got, I don't even know what it is, but it's crunchy and it's got a sort of a spicy taste to it. It's called, well, it's an Indian snack, and it's a light mix of cashew nuts with, I don't know what these are, but.
So nuts, so then a mix of nuts.
It's got nuts, but it's also got, I'm gonna let Christy take a try.
Okay.
It's just sort of a mixture of, I'm not sure, it's chickpeas maybe? Oh, you know what, there should be an ingredient list here, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't really say, it's like, Oh, okay, chickpea flour and cashew, potato, cucumber, spinach. Okay, so it sounds like it's got some healthy things anyway. So I usually sprinkle that on top of the sour cream or on top of the coconut milk.
That sounds
so great. And then with coconut milk, it has a layer at the top that's kind of creamy. And some people use that as like whipped cream, especially if you're like dairy intolerant. It's got like this. Here, let me get a spoon. There is liquid, but the top is kind of like this. Okay, you can mix it all in, and then you'll get to the liquid part at the bottom. Or you could just mix it all.
Like smack in the hand to get it out.
Yeah, okay. So you can mix it up. But it's like, some people use this like whipped cream. So,
yummy.
And then there's the liquid. See, the liquid's underneath? There, see, now it's coming up. So you could do it that way too. So we'll wait till this is finished. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna throw away my watercress now.
While you're putting that in, I'll just share this. So we did the sweet potato.
Yep.
Last weekend it was the pork and potato leftovers. It was so good. And we also did what was it called? It's a Portuguese soup, I believe. It's got kale, potato, and sausage. So we made little sausage meatballs.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are really doing the gourmet soups there.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not chicken noodle.
They're meat and potato. And you were talking about how, soup just makes you feel good. It makes you feel warm. It makes you feel
especially
home.
when they come home from school or come home from
hockey,
work or hockey. It's so nice to have a cup of soup.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it all boiling up?
It's boiling. Should I turn it down?
Turn it down,
Okay.
and then I'm going to put this in.
Are you thinking low?
Yeah, low. Because this doesn't need to be boiled. Like, these are just like very, they're just like greens, right? So you don't really need it to be boiled to death. Yeah, I hear my friends telling me that when they were young, their mothers used to boil their vegetables to death, and that's why they hated things like Brussels sprouts. And I love Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts too.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with it, but in the last few years, I was in Chicago with Gary, and we went to this restaurant. He did Brussels sprouts 3 ways. Of course, the first one was Brussels sprout chips, which I found we can do it in the air fryer, so I haven't tried it yet. Then there was Brussels sprouts with bacon, which was delicious. So now, the last couple of years, I've been making Christmas dinner and Easter dinner with Brussels sprouts, bacon, and onions. It's amazing. My kids love it.
And you have to do it, add the freshly grated Parmesan cheese onto the Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Yes, so good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just found another stock. Don't forget that.
Am I doing anything over here for you, Judy?
No, I think we're kind of good. You can check on the blender there and see how it's going. Just be careful. It is very hot if you touch the glass. Okay.
And did you put a timer on this already?
No.
When you set it? Okay.
As soon as you hit soup, it will set it for so many minutes for everything. And that's what's really great too, that this
I just touched it. I wanted to feel.
Is it hot?
It is hot.
Yeah, so this blender has a self-cleaning component, which is really cool.
What does that mean? You take all the stuff out, put some soap in, and then push a button?
Yeah. So when my husband does his smoothies in the morning, he even said, this is amazing because you don't have to put your hand in there and try to wipe around the blades. So what you do is,
that's why I don't eat smoothies or drink them.
yeah, because what you do is after you finish, like even this, it's going to be like a mess because it's all sticky stuff. What you do is you after you pour out the soup, you just pour about 3 cups of water in. There's a line there that you'll see, and it's about, like, I think it goes up to there. Put a couple of drops of detergent. Turn the dial to the self-cleaning button thing. Press the button, and then for like I don't know, a minute, it will start whirling around like that, and then all soapy and everything. And then it also heats it up for like another minute, so it's hot,
almost like
water.
It's sterilizing it?
Yeah, it's hot water, and then I think it's about almost 3 minutes, and then it's done. And then once it's done, you open it up, you take it over here, and you pour it out, and all you do is rinse.
Rinse it?
Yeah, you just rinse. And you don't have to do any scrubbing. You don't have to try to go around the blade.
I think I know what I'm asking for Christmas.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Dear Santa.
It's amazing. Oh, so anyways, so I've got this in here now.
I can stir this for you while you talk.
Yeah, so I just let this go for about, it's a fast soup, so it's only about 15 minutes or so. Once you get everything kind of prepared. And so how long has it been on now?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay. I usually use the timer, but I forgot to set it. Well, that's okay. Let's just set it for, well, how many minutes is left here? Okay, it says 14 minutes, but I don't think it needs to be, but, so we'll get close to that and then we'll
Test this one out.
Okay. So, tell us about bingo night.
Oh, yes! So, this will be our third bingo evening for charity.
Yes.
So when we were in the lockdown phase
Yes.
in this new year and springtime, we were all going a little stir crazy.
Yes.
And one of the ladies in the MAWB, Mississauga Area Women in Business, not the MAWB.
That's right. In case you don't know. Okay.
One of the ladies suggested we have a bingo night, and others said, let's do it,
It's so fun. It really was. And there were so many prizes. I won quite a few, actually.
Judy is a very lucky person.
Oh, I am. I admit it even. Like I won, I think 3 or 4 the last time. It was,
wow.
Yeah, I won 1 the first time, and then this is the 3rd time we're doing it?
It is.
Yeah, 3rd time.
Yeah, we did one in March, we did St. Patrick's Day, then we did one in April, and next week on November the 25th, it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
So you stay home, you relax, get on your favorite comfy clothes, get your favorite beverage. You can buy 1 card, 3 cards, or 6 cards.
Yes.
And we will play at least 6 games, and within each game we will play that card like 1 line, 4 corners, X's. Donna Smith Major knows all about that. She handles all of the gaming.
Yeah, so Donna facilitates it. She's the bingo caller. Yes. Okay. And I'm donating a prize too. So I'm going to be donating some spices and seasonings and a package of some kind of bread mix or something, because now Pampered Chef has they have Italian herb bread, they have the caramel latte bread mix, and they also have a apple spice.
So what is it? Is it so you just have to get the ingredients, put it in a bowl, add in the mix, put it in the oven?
So with the apple spice one, I just tried that. It was just you're supposed to add beer, but I didn't have beer, so I added sparkling water because it said you can also do that. And I think with the caramel latte one, that one I believe there was an egg added.
I'm sorry, are you saying bread? This is all bread.
They call it bread, but you know what? That caramel latte tasted like cake. It was like so delicious.
That's my kind of bread.
Yeah, my sister-in-law came over and she said, "Let's make this." And honestly, we kept going, "This is like cake," because I also threw in some. I think I threw in some chocolate chips. Yeah, it wasn't really bread anymore.
Dessert bread.
yeah, but you can do so much for it, especially for people who don't really cook from scratch, because like I tend to cook from scratch or bake from scratch, but now Pampered Chef has come up with this whole line of pantry items that you can, to help you with your baking for the holidays. So anyway, so I think I'm going to give away something like that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, a little package. Okay, so how's it going there?
Looking pretty good. I think the potatoes are a little bit firm still.
Okay, so let's turn it up just to make sure.
So we have 22 prizes that we'll be giving away along with cash. So all the money it's a fully 100% fundraiser thing.
Yeah.
And the money that comes in, we'll do 2 cash prizes along with the 22 product prizes, which are generously donated from people like Judy, small business owners in the community. And at the end, the last game will be the full card, and the person who wins that game will win half the cash. So in the past couple of times it was $250 or $275, and then the other portion, the $250 or $275, they get to choose where that money goes, which charity, and then we send the funds to that charity.
Yeah, no, it's such a great way to have fun as well as to do something good for the community. Yeah. So I hope you guys will join. I guess how do they join? They just sign up on the MAWB Facebook page?
You can go to MAWB.ca, so MAWB.ca, that's our website. And if you go to the events tab and to the 25th, you will actually see the event there with all of the details, all of the pricing structure. It's like $10, $20, or $40 for the cards. Okay. And then once you register in a couple of days, you will get your bingo cards emailed to you. You got yours today.
Yes, yes I did. My lucky cards.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then we will send out the Zoom link beforehand and have fun playing, enjoying.
And it is fun because you're with all your friends from the MAWB, and you're at home. Like it's just a fun evening. Like it's a Friday.
When is this show airing?
This one?
This episode?
Next week.
Which day? Because it might be too late.
Oh, Monday.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, because the bingo charity event is happening on Thursday, November 25th.
Okay, because I know we did a Friday night once before, but
Yeah.
but you're doing Thursday.
We're doing Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be Monday or Tuesday this week. We'll be up. So, okay, great. So let me just check on this and see
Okay.
what's going on
And I'll
here.
give this a little stir.
Okay, so it says it's like 9 more minutes. So I did make one last night. So I don't know, Christine, do you want to wait for this one or do you want to try?
How are we doing on timing, Judy?
I'm not sure because I forgot to look what time we started. Well,
We could keep that one up from yesterday.
Just in case.
And give it a try.
okay.
And then if there's anything else that you need to prepare for that soup.
I also have banana bread if you're
Oh
hungry.
yes, I love that actually
Okay.
first.
Because I mean,
I've been eyeing the
this is
banana
not,
bread
this
on
is
her
not
counter.
really from the soup, but if you would like to try the banana bread, let me just get you a little plate.
Judy, I mentioned this to you earlier, but I was a Pamper Tough consultant 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and I absolutely love the products. And I always say that I'm a stoner.
Okay.
I'm a die-hard stone fanatic.
Yes.
We cook everything on our stoneware.
Really?
Everything.
Okay. Well, I'm doing stone pizza the next one that we're filming.
Oh,
And
cool.
so yeah, Elvira Hopper is going to be coming on, and she's Italian, so she said let's do pizza. So so we're doing that. So I have the stone pizza pan. I also have the rock crock grill pan. You can also do pizza on that. So we're going to be using both of those next
Very
time.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes. All
So-
right.
Okay, so have a try of banana bread.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
So yeah, so we're just waiting a little bit. I don't know, is this where I should probably pause for a bit while we eat?
Mm. Super moist.
I love banana bread.
So, when I was selling Pamper Jack, we used to have monthly specials. Do they still do that now?
Mhm.
Or there's still Hostess Specials, customer specials?
Yeah, there's especially because with the holidays coming up, they just announced I think this week that there's going to be a whole bunch of selected cookware items that are going to be 25% off, and until the end of the month. And there's also a host special, which is 60% off of any one item or
Ooh.
set if you host a party.
Might be a good time to host a party to get that blender.
Exactly, because you can get it at 60 off. And then there's also another one. Oh, the quick cooker. So for those of you who don't know what a quick cooker is, it's kind of like an Instant Pot. So it does pressure cooking, but it also does slow cooking. It's actually down there, but you probably can't see it. It's in the bottom there. So with it, you can make soups and chilies and fall off the bone ribs. I like doing ribs in them. Anyways, the quick cookers normally, I think it's $2.49, but on sale for $1.29. And if you host and get it at 60% off, it's actually $51.60.
Wow.
So you're getting like a pressure cooker type of appliance for $51, which, I mean, even as a gift, like give it to someone. Or if you have a child going off to university or something, if they still could do that, I mean, you know, you can give them one of these quick cookers so they can make their own soups and chilies and things like that. So
I'm just gonna wash my hands. That was great. Thank you for that little snack.
you're welcome.
It's been a while since I've done banana bread. One of my husband's pet peeves, Judy, is that I have all of these ripe bananas in my freezer because I don't want to throw them out because they're going to make great banana bread.
Yes,
But I never make
he
it.
was saying that to me last night. That's why I ended up making it. I made banana bread because Gary kept saying, "There's all these bananas here. When are you going to make banana bread?" And I'm like, okay. So, okay.
Oh, this is boiling. Do you want to turn this down or? Yes.
Just want to make sure that the potatoes are soft enough that I can pulverize them.
Okay. Yeah, you want to get a fork to test it because you know what you're looking for.
Okay.
You can find one.
But yeah, they went through. Okay. That's good. take this off. I'm gonna let it cool. And then I'm going to use my immersion blender and like cream it up. And then I'm gonna add some coconut milk as well. So this one I add more. Like with that one, with that soup, it's more like a dollop. This one I actually like putting it right into the soup, but wait till it's not boiling up. Okay, so I think it can curdle this. I don't know.
I was just gonna ask that question.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wait till it's cooled down before I add some in, and then I kind of mix it in. So now I didn't do any tasting to see if I need any more seasonings, but I'll just give a little quick taste. Okay. Did you want to do a tasting too? You can grab a spoon. Yeah.
Let me do that.
Need a little more salt, but I mean, you go ahead and
Everything can always use a little bit more salt. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
oh yeah.
Whoops.
Oops. This is how I cook all the time. I'm just adding and doing other, like I don't really know how much seasonings I put in. I'm just putting it as I,
That's lovely.
yeah, it's just like as I go along, right?
Lovely.
Okay, so then once we add this in, it's going to be amazing. So let me just.
So you're waiting for it to cool down. Once it's cooled, then you're going to use your blender here, your hand blender. And is the idea that you're going to, is it going to be more brothy?
It's gonna be more creamy.
Okay.
Yeah, because actually the Chinese, like there's like this. Like this is how we usually have our soups with all the vegetables. Like we don't do this immersion thing. Like that's more of a North American thing.
Okay.
But I kind of like it because it's so easy to just drink from the mug too, and also it just has a creamier kind of taste, or feels like the texture is creamier. Okay, so I'm gonna add more of this. I would say at least add, I don't know, half the can.
So you're adding in the liquid right now. Did you add in any of the top portion, the thicker?
Yeah, I do. It's just that, oops, I'm gonna have to wipe that. I'm just trying to keep some of it for the potato soup. Actually, I should probably put some of the top into a bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, it thickened up a bit when you added that in.
Yeah, and it also has a really nice fresh taste too with the coconut milk.
I was just stirring this over top of the other burner, and I thought, oh no, you have to be so careful. Look at my sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Be careful. Okay. I'm just going to add some more of this. And keep doing this. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop the blender now. I think it's probably good.
Could I actually just do one thing here before you do that?
Oh, sure.
I wanted to give Judy a little gift.
Oh.
And it is, they're coasters, because I know how much you love to entertain. And on the coasters, they have a quote. There's two different ones, but this one on top is really near and dear to me, and I really think it speaks volumes for Judy at this point as well. It says, she believed she could, so she did. Judy's been talking about doing the cooking show for a while, and we do these work sprints together. It's like a co-working thing, and it's been on our list, and she did it. And we're not always great at things like technology and video editing, but you went for it and you did it, and this is episode 3, so thanks for having me. And congratulations, a little gift. There's another one with a different quote underneath.
Thank you so much, Christine. You didn't have to do this. This is so sweet. These are coasters from,
from Wendy.
Wendy.
It's called Creative Coasters, and they are all, she does a lot.
Don't know if you can see, but
she does a lot of work to treat them and then use your design, or she does the creative pictures. A little gift for you.
Oh, thanks, Christine. That's so lovely.
You're welcome.
And you know what? I'm so glad you came to the tasting table because, again, probably forgot to mention it was called the tasting table. So yeah, so what I do is I invite people to come either cook with me, or you can come, you don't have to cook with me. You can sit and just taste afterwards. So she's doing both. So that's fine too. Actually, this just ended. So
great. Yeah, if you're gonna come on Judy's show, you definitely want to cook with her. It's so easy and fun.
okay, so I'm gonna get our soup bowl so we can try. So I think I'm gonna shut this one off because I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to.
Oh.
Okay.
Look how much creamier it's gotten with that coconut milk.
And then we're gonna do the immersion thing. But first, I'm gonna pour this out. We're gonna try. Let's try this soup first.
Great. I'm never gonna want to leave here.
Actually, do you want to bring this so we can see when you open it? See how hot it is.
Yes.
So just bring
Let me
this
help
over.
you. I'll be your technician here.
Okay. So I've shut everything off, and now I'm gonna just slide this over, and then look at the steam. Whoops. The steam coming out of this. Can you see it? And then you just put your finger here and you lift up. Okay, it's a little bit heavy. Now I'm gonna pour. Look at how creamy this is. See how creamy this is?
Mmm.
Okay, now I'm gonna put this back on here. Oh, okay, just 1 second here. There. Okay, now I'm gonna bring this over. Whoops. Let's bring this over here, and we're gonna put some of that coconut milk on top. I'm gonna just do a dollop of this on top. And then what you can do is, where's those? You can garnish with some of these little, I don't know if you, would you want this?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Okay, because it might be a little spicy. Okay. Or you can do the pita chips. So it's up to you. So Christine, have a taste. Let's go sit at the table.
Okay.
Can you just follow us to the table, the tasting table. Okay. So but try not to show my boxes. Okay, so let's do that. Okay.
Is that in a good spot,
I
Judy?
think it's good. Let's see. So go sit down so I can see. I'm going to turn this light on. Can you see? Okay. So let's try this. So just mix it up a bit.
Looks great.
Okay, so it's really hot though, so be careful.
Perfect soup for a cold, chilly, wet day.
Oh, it's hot. Yeah. And if you want more of that crunchy stuff, I think we have it here. So you could just add more if you want.
Okay, guys. So good. So good.
So you could add some of this crunchy stuff again. And like I said, they are a little bit on the spicy side, but you don't have to buy spicy ones. Like I said, I did the pita, oh, here, let me grab that too. That's not spicy at all.
A little bit of crunch is nice, but the contrast in flavors is, is it the apple, or is it all of that secret blend you put in there? This is fantastic.
Oh, and then if you want, you can even have like a drizzle of the honey on there. Oops. Oh, sorry, I was putting it into this bowl. You could do a drizzle of the honey too if you want. Would you like that?
I'd love to try that.
Okay. As you said, it probably will take a little longer to come out. But
Oh, this is so good. So good.
Well, you know, you put it in the... Oh, and I forgot the bread. I got all this crusty bread here. Would you like a piece of crusty bread?
Judy has prepared so many things. She's got the pita bread, the crispers, the fresh loaf of baked bread from the bakery. This is delicious.
So here's crusty bread. Let's put it on a plate.
So we've been going for 40 minutes or more now.
Okay. If we can figure out how to splice this video and shorten it, we'll try. But
Yeah.
I'm still learning, so.
Oh, well, and it's funny because the other coaster in that set, Judy says, has a great quote about taking action.
Oh.
And so Judy did not let the fact that she's not an expert in video editing stop her from taking action and getting this cooking class underway.
Yeah. So anyways, here's some bread. You can dip your bread in there. Like crusty bread is amazing in soups. Here comes the honey. Oh, you probably finished your soup already though. If you need more.
All these little touches,
I know.
just the blending of all the flavors.
I just love food, and I love sharing food with friends. I just love it. Oh, this is hot.
It is.
Okay, and the last thing we have to do is we just have to take the blender to the watercress soup.
Okay, let's go do that.
So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around.
You go ahead, Judy. Back to the stove, and I'll get you set up here.
Okay.
I will make sure that you are visible.
Yeah, so the soup right now, if you want to I'll show you what it looks like right now, the soup. So I've added the coconut milk. So it looks like that. Okay, and then I'm going to use this blender. As I said, I can't wait till I get the pepper chef one because it looks amazing too. So
Don't mind me, I'm back here snacking.
bring your bowl over here and eat over here. Okay, so all I do is I just go in here and I just go. Does this show?
Would you like me to bring it over?
It's okay.
Okay.
If it shows, that's good. So yeah, so we just I just made this actually just a couple of days ago, and we had some of my uncle came by with his daughter, and I just whipped this up, and it was just so nice and cozy to have soup together.
Should I get some bowls?
Yes, actually, you know what? Get the smaller bowls. In the cupboard. If you open the cupboard, just get those Chinese bowls. Yeah, because we don't really need to get such a big bowl, I guess. Make sure. I think I would have put another potato in here, I think. This one. It just seems a little more on the watery side.
Okay.
So, anyways, you can play with it. Like if you like it thicker, if you like it more brothy, if you like it more thick, yeah, just add another potato or something. Okay, let's see. See, with the blender, it would be so smooth. Like this, it takes a little while longer.
So if you were to make this same recipe you did today in the blender, would it still be set at the soup function and be 16 minutes, or would it be?
There's only one soup function,
Okay.
and so it, yeah, I guess so. I'm not really sure what the whole process is, but it seems like it pulverizes, then it heats up, and then it pulverizes some more. So I'm still new at this one because I got this blender for my first, I guess, target that I hit when I first joined Pampered Chef. So they are really, really generous that way. They give you some really nice products to get you started, right?
Yeah, 30 days,
Yes.
number of parties, sales. They were amazing at rewarding. I used to look forward to opening the box when I
know. Well, you saw my all my boxes. I didn't even get to open because we were moving so much and everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, and then I'll just put this here, and then these. I hope I got it kind of blended because, like I said, the blender would have been a much easier way to do it. Okay, so there's one. Okay, so
now do you put more of this on or no? You've already added that in.
You can if you want, but take a taste first and then see. This one to me is just such a, like if you're sick or not feeling well, I think this one really helps.
You're right about the just having it in a cup and drinking it.
Yeah, yeah. And I could taste the ginger. Christine, you're kind of off camera.
Oh, sorry, I moved it over.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's the other one that you're looking at. Yeah, so it is really good.
Really good.
Especially if you're not feeling well, this would really pick you up, I think. Yeah, and here
I'm adding this to my list.